Let's talk amps. As you may have noticed, I've been switching amplifiers all throughout this DVD to create, different sounds. I thought I'd explain a little bit about what I've been doing. What I want to do is just show you the three primary sounds that I use both live and in the studio. Let's go to sound B, which is basically the Silver Series Jubilee Marshall and the Super Drive 80 Buddha 80-watt head. And it kind of does that really Fendery, big hollow sound really well, and it's good for a Hendrixy kind of soloing and clean stuff. So I'll demonstrate a little bit of that. About it because it has just a ton of low end, and it's really tight and clean, and it's really great for that kind of in between rhythm and soloing kind of leads, and it really just articulates very nicely, and it's one of my favorite sounds that I use. The second setting we're going to talk about is what I call the C setting. It's basically the bottom, again, Silver Jubilee head, and the top 30-watt Buddha Super Drive 30. Well, that's why they call it a Super Drive 30, because it's 30 watts. And it kind of gives you that plexi, half overdriven, but really kind of old, very warm, early plexiglass Marshall kind of sound. And it kind of goes a little bit like this. And I basically use that a lot for soloing. I use that setting a lot for Gibson guitars. It works great to recreate that old original Pearly Gates, Les Paul sound. And I really like it because it's very hollow, but yet has a lot of warmth and mid, and really, you really hear the wood sound of the guitar. The final setting I use is basically my solo setting, which is basically the two Silver Series Jubilee Marshalls behind me. And they're basically set almost identical. One's a little bit more distorted than the next, and it just kind of gives you that really smooth, solo tone. I like it because you still hear the notes, and it still has the warmth, but also has the saturation and the gain that you need to really make a good solo sound. So that's basically the three primary sounds that I use. And I use 4 amps, and I switch between any combination of them. And those are my favorites. And basically anything you've heard me play live or in the studio is basically a combination of